ratio
to do
scale.
education. Because that's what he likes. That's what she likes. And if you do so, you are managing this one
Now, when we are talking about
as a
the
capital. As a capital.
standard deviation,
Again, skills. Based on the skills.
actually
What are the skills that this particular person is having?
based on what is
Apart from the education, what are the
deviation
skills that is he
score.
having? Probably he's having the skills of convincing others.
whereby when you have
He has the
completed
skills
a
of
need,
communicating with others. He has the skills of
data set,
anything. Okay?
the mean
So
is the
you
central
must also look at that skill.
point of that data
If
set.
the skills
Suppose
are
it is
lacking somewhere,
measure of combined performance,
add,
isn't it?
put some more effort
our
so that he or she
example
gets
we
more skills
we
for
said
the
it
job
was the
that you
what?
have given her, you have given him. Look at the expertise. How expertise is he? How much does he know about his job or her job? And look also at the experience.
What was the role?
What else has he done? What else has he done? So in this
Now,
way,
when we are
work
talking about
never
the-
becomes a
the-
burden for him.
the-
You are looking for a driver.
That's right.
If you're looking for a driver,
Yes.
what is it that you will check on
Deviation
him?
score is defined as
You want to employ a
the
driver.
score
What are the things that you will check on him?
52.8
The license and what else?
minus the mean.
You are looking for a minibus driver.
So that will be the
That's experience. What else?
deviation score. So for each score in the distribution, you compute the
No, somehow that's the skills. Okay. In other words, is he having a defensive
this coming to-
defensive training? Has he had defensive training or not? So things like those. Now, one day I was chairing the committee in Blantyre. There is an organization, and I was a council chair
Should be
in
minus
that
8 point
organization, and we were
something.
looking for a driver. And we
Minus
interviewed the
8.6.
few drivers, and this particular gentleman was very good in speaking, elaborating things very well. He was very prepared to come for the interviews. Okay. Now, there was time for us to know whether he's really
It's
a driver. He has a license.
minus
He has this
9.4.
defensive. He
the
had
another
defensive
score
training,
for argument.
and so on and so
The other
forth.
score we had
Now,
was 88.
there was a time for us now. It was a time for us now to
Minus
test him,
61 point.
and then we said, okay, you go to there's a small town in the Chirimba.
26.
You go via Chirimba and then up to Kameza, roundabout, and then you come back and then you are in town.
If you did this
I tell you,
for all the
I
scores,
struggled. To take a bus from where we had an
to
interview,
sum them,
going through
have
Chirimba
one
and
challenge.
come back. In the process at
challenge
Chirimba
of-
market, those that have been in Blantyre, at Chirimba market, there's a congestion. Just as good as at
the
Blantyre.
summation of the deviation
Yes, of course,
scores
there's-
will always come to zero.
There was a congestion. And then
Because
this
they
man
are
hit
negatives
someone else.
and positive numbers.
In the
so
process
the negative
of
numbers
being
will
interviewed.
always cancel with the positive numbers.
And that case was
And you can try it with
really
that
big case.
example I gave
And then
you,
we ask
that
him,
data.
when did you
compute
stop
these deviation
driving?
scores? They will all come
I
to,
just got the
and you sum them,
license
they will all
and
come
it
to
took me a
zero.
year without
Because the
driving any
61
vehicle.
is a
That's
central
why,
number.
and that's why,
So,
and that's why, and that's why.
the numbers
So you can
for
see
it will be negative. The numbers
that this
above
man
it will be positive.
lacked
Positive
experience.
and negative will cancel.
This man
Okay.
lacked experience.
So because of that
or expertise
problem,
in his job.
when you get
That's why he
these
had to
deviation
hit someone
scores,
else on
they are always
So it was very difficult for him to drive this vehicle. Had it been that we got someone else who had this experience
26.
of driving
So
a
the
minibus,
answers you get,
I don't think
and
it
you
was
sum them.
hard. It would have been hard for
Okay.
him to drive
If
a
you
vehicle
sum
through
the square
Chirimba,
deviations,
where there was
you
congestion.
always get a positive,
Another thing under employee engagement is commitment.
and that answer you get
Outstanding efforts of employees
what is referred
must
to
be
as
acknowledged
variance.
for them to feel motivated and work harder even next time. So those people that are outstanding, they must be acknowledged. So that for them to feel good.
Somebody said,
I think I
Back
shared
to
with you
me
this
in your
experience
own
where my
language.
manager,
Just
human
make
resource
sure we are
manager,
saying the same.
had to
We are saying that
acknowledgement.
both the variance and the standard
the
deviation,
best
they are based
employees.
on
And I was one of them mentioned
the mean
to say,
as a point of
he has done good.
reference.
He has done good. So here is a book.
And the computation
I was given a book.
uses what
So I was happy to receive a book just because I've been recognized as one of the best employees
which is the
for
mean.
that organization. So I feel motivated.
That you do by
feel
taking the
motivated
score
because I have been
minus the
acknowledged. So when you're acknowledged,
come up with
you
that,
always feel good. You feel
from
motivated.
that is called a deviation
I don't know, you guys.
score.
As somebody else one day said,
So you come up with deviation scores which are negative, and you come up with deviation scores which are positive.
But see, and it's answer, you see? What about your fellow adults? What about if it is coming from your fellow
The
adults?
standard deviation, ideally we should have just summed them up. But when you sum them up,
You know, when you are
zero because of the
told to say,
numbers,
well done,
negative
you have
numbers,
done a good job,
they
you have
always
dressed it
come
very
to
well. Please, that kind of acknowledgement should
and to
motivate you,
avoid that problem,
no matter where it's coming from. Either it's coming
square
from
the
your fellow
deviation
adult
scores
or it's coming
so
from
that
a young person.
you end up having
So what I'm saying here is that
positive
outstanding
addition
efforts of employees must be
those
acknowledged. Must be
positive
acknowledged.
scores.
The more you acknowledge his effort of doing very well, you know, it motivates this particular
And when you have
just
squared
as good
them
as
and
you guys here,
get that
when you
positive
have passed
number,
your exams,
that's what is referred to as
what is the first thing that
variance.
comes from your mom or your dad or your sponsor?
Okay?
Well done. Okay? Well done. You have done a good job.
The problem
That well done. You have done a good job. It
start with
motivates
scores
you
which
to
are
say,
in this
well,
rate.
this is good. Wow,
But
this is
by
good.
sparing
So,
them, we have taken
but sometimes,
them to an
after
upper
being
scale.
said, well, you have done well, and
So
then
in
there's a
order
but.
for you to come back
There's always a but.
to the original
But
scale,
I don't want to see a C.
you have to square the variance
I don't want to see a D.
in order
What
to
about
come
here?
up
Do you
with
go up to D?
standard deviation.
What's the grading system?
In
Is it
terms of
A, B, C, D,
definition,
or you just go by the percentage?
that's what is variance
ABCD.
is. That's what
So is
standard
D a pass?
deviation is. And the standard
fair.
deviation is by far the
Let's see,
most
it's a pass.
widely used measure
Okay. So there's C,
of
C
variability
plus, then B,
in
B plus,
any
A
data
plus.
set.
Yeah. So we must acknowledge the effort of employees. Employees performing well ought to be suitably
I say it
rewarded
again?
and appreciated in front of others. Don't hide them. Don't give them benefits or rewards secretly. No.
Of course, when you
In
go
front of everyone.
into there
lazima
are
peleka benga
formulas which are normally used
you must do it.
computing the
Some people
variance,
would ask questions to say that.
computing
"Bwana
the
yangu
standard
ndio
deviation,
ukao ambazo nangena
simplifying
No,
all
don't worry
what
about that.
through
No,
all
as
what
long
is
as you are open enough in
I'll
acknowledging
share those
a well-performing,
but then if you just get the formulas without understanding,
then that's fine and good.
what is
So
there,
the
then
employee,
doesn't
the
help.
driver number 2
My
is employee
interest is for you to
engagement. We are
understand
continuing. Time.
Concept.
Time management ensures that no employee is
Take
overburdened.
them in
Responsibilities must be equally shared among
point of
employees.
reference.
An employee must
And why are we doing that?
given
We are interested
time
in looking
to
at
work.
variance.
8 hours
How far
should be
each
8
score
hours.
is falling
4 hours
from
should
each
be
other.
4 hours. For example,
And for us to
ourselves
answer
as
that
lecturers,
question,
we are given 2
the
hours
best way is to have
for every lecture.
a point of
for every
reference,
lecture.
which is the
So time management
because
ensures
the
that no
mean
employee is overburdened.
is
Don't
carrying
overburden
in it
an employee.
the
Working 12 hours.
performance.
You know, what
of
time
each
will he
score, the value
rest?
of each
He needs to
score
get rest
in the distribution
after 8 hours. He needs to
is
get that
the-
rest. So
Loaded is the mean.
you must equally
You
distribute
added 52,
the responsibilities
53,
among
51,
employees.
up to
among
88.
employees.
So it
And
means
then
the value
evaluation.
of all those scores.
Employee engagement must be evaluated from time to time.
Then you divide it by the number of
the top
scores to
management.
get the mean.
So you must
the
evaluate
mean is
from
a
time to
combined
time about
performance.
the
It gives you
engagement.
the idea of central performance.
This is
of that
driver number 2, whereby
If you want
we
to
are looking
measure
at
how each score is falling
employee
away
engagement.
from each other,
Driver number 1
then
was
you're
what?
using that point of reference, which is the mean.
Leadership, practices.
And then you want to be seen
Driver number
with
one was
distances.
leadership practices. How you are leading the people matters
point of reference.
when it comes to
And that's what we are
human
doing
capital management.
in this set.
And driver number two is
from
employee
tracking,
engagement. How you are engaging your employees
61
also
from
matters
52.
as far as human capital
We are trying to measure
is concerned.
how far away 52
Let's move on.
is falling from
Driver number three,
the point of reference.
knowledge accessibility. Knowledge
Is that making sense?
accessibility.
We took it.
Employees, number one,
Minus
informational
64.
availability.
What we are doing is to
Employees
measure
must
the
have an
distance
easy access to all relevant information
away
required to
88
perform their
is falling
duties.
from the point
Okay?
of reference.
We must
And that
make sure
is what
that
is referred to as
employees
a deviation
have
score.
that information
Ideally,
available
these scores
to
were
them
not supposed
all
to be-
the time.
There was
In this
no
case, we're talking about the
variability.
policies that are there.
Then each of those scores,
You know, an employee should
have
not
been
ask,
61.4, 61.4, 61.4,
if I work for
throughout.
overtime, what
But
is
we
it that
had
I'm going to get?
52
No.
because
Immediately
it
they
is
should
bearing
know
away from
That
the point of reference.
you are indeed going to be, they are indeed able to access information which is there. Don't hide anything. Don't hide anything. Organization must organize various training programs like in-house training or outsourced trainings to constantly upgrade the existing skills of employees and acquaint them with
But the problem is when you sum up those
information
deviations
must be
scores,
available.
because some will be negative and some will be positive, they will cancel each other.
Assistant bwana,
They will always add 2
and
zero.
the line manager,
You can
this is
take
his
any
job.
set of numbers,
And
just
you know,
bring any
other people,
numbers,
these are what
compute a
they
mean,
do. So
and
that
then compute the
information
deviation
must
scores,
be available.
add them.
Must be
You will
available.
find that they will always
all
add
of
to
them.
0.
So knowledge
Because they are
accessibility.
positives and negatives.
That's driver number
which
one.
cancel each other.
Make sure that you are able to manage
And to
people
avoid
as
that
a
problem
capital.
of summing to
They
0,
must understand. They must have that knowledge.
so that when you add the squared deviation scores,
On the same, not only
You
information
always get
availability,
a
but
positive
teamwork.
number.
Employees must be motivated to
Negative
work in
times
teams
negative
rather than
equals
working
positive.
alone. Individualism is not
positive times positive equals.
especially here in Malawi.
So you get
In
you
Germany,
always
yes.
get a positive number.
In America,
But
in America, no.
At a
But in
higher
Germany and
scale
Europe, the whole
than
Europe,
the original number.
individualism is
because
too
you
much.
squared them.
But in Malawi, we must
that
go
one-
by
that's the square,
teamwork.
the higher scale
Teamwork.
is what is referred to as
teamwork.
variance.
What club do you support in Malawi?
Okay.
Football. What? Big Bullets? Manoma? Okay. Enano, what team do you support?
Okay.
Bullets, Ena?
Her question is
Okay.
what she has done.
So these are now neighbors.
Computer minus 9.4
Bullets
minus 9.4
versus
I got an answer.
Manoma. They are neighbors.
6 times
Yaje
26.
sisi kuendelana tuchakaje.
She has got an answer. And the question she's asking is,
You know,
are those the
Bullets,
variances? No.
Manoma sisi kuendelana.
Those are squared.
But what I'm saying here is that there must,
Deviation
for a
scores.
team to win in a game, for a
9
team to
minus
win,
9.4
there is
a deviation
team,
score of 52
coordination,
from
whereby
61.
every member of the
In other
team,
words, they are saying
they are
that
coordinating.
52
I'm pasirana mpira uja.
deviated
Left to right, right to
from
left, left to
61.
right, right to left, middle. So I'm pasirana when they are doing that.
Shows
I'm a
the central
and
performance
then they
of
win.
your whole
This is
distribution.
very important. This is very important
By coming up
for
with a mean,
you as a human resource
The
manager.
mean
No,
is telling you that the central
for you
performance
to
of this distribution, the combined
have
performance of this distribution,
manage people as a capital, you must motivate workers
But the fact
to
that you
work
have 52,
as a team. To work as a team,
you
not
have 56.
as an
These
individual.
guys are falling away from
Again, information sharing.
the central performances.
Encourage employees
So they
to
are
share
deviating.
information with each other.
The fact that you had
with each other. We'll talk about
65.
knowledge management. I don't know whether you have read about
You're deviating from
knowledge
the
management.
mean.
In knowledge management, we
So
also
those
talk
are
about
deviation
knowledge
scores.
which is
the differences
in
between
the people
mean
and
the
knowledge
score
which is in the
are called
organization.
the deviation scores.
So the knowledge
When
which
you
is in the
square
people,
them like this,
very, very
called
difficult
the
to share it with others.
squared
And he, as a manager, you must encourage employees to share information.
Computed there
that knowledge which is implicit,
now,
it is in the people,
come up with a variance,
must be shared with
we
others.
computed all the 50 standard deviation scores and
Do
added
you know
them.
how to?
You do have.
Do you know the people that
variance.
mix Coca-Cola? That make
so
Coca-Cola.
Variance is the summation of
how many people do you have in Malawi that can make Coca-Cola
deviation
as a
scores.
product?
What was you further?
One. Who is this one? Okay. He is able to make Coca-Cola.
He's able to make many things.
And the exact Coca-Cola that we test.
Let's write this.
A similar one,
Common language, yet. Score.
Aha.
Oh, that's example. Example.
But no, it may not be exactly.
So if you take the score,
yes. Now, the people that owns Coca-Cola
referred to as
are in England,
deviation,
and there are only two that have good knowledge to make Coca-Cola.
Okay.
I mean, the recipe on how to mix that kind of Coca-Cola.
61.
They already mixed the kind of stuff.
Is
to make Coca-Cola measurements. But only two. This is a family. Their family members.
61, not
only
61
two.
Minus, but
minus
61.
Just to avoid
minus 61 is deviation score.
So this is knowledge which is in individuals.
Of deviation scores.
And the knowledge which is in the individuals must be transferred into the organization's knowledge.
0.
And this is where now you, as human resource managers, must make sure that the employees are sharing
to avoid this problem
with each other. How would you make that? How do you make sure that the knowledge which is in the individuals are able to be shared with others? How would you make that available?
Okay. And when you do
how
that,
would you motivate this particular individual who has got the knowledge to share his knowledge with others? How would you motivate him or her?
So this is
I had to convince. No, you can buy, okay? You can buy that knowledge. You pay for it. You say, okay, we are having a workshop. Can you please share with us on how to make fertilizer?
Here,
organic fertilizer. So this knowledge is in an individual person. But you want to share it amongst the people.
The level.
And we'll pay you per hour rate. And this one will come in and say, okay, I'm going to teach you how to make organic fertilizer. And you share his knowledge with others. And then you pay him or her standard as you agree. Okay. Another thing is that, for example, the people that invented the cars, this guy until now is still getting his money because he invented cars. He came in with an idea of having a car.
Use the same data.
Running something that would run using 4 wheels and so on and so forth. This one is still having, paid money. So you can still do the same and pay for this particular person all what is required. Oh, that's all. Okay, so when we meet, we'll talk about driver number 4, okay? We'll talk about driver number 4. So can you send me your emails so that I can send you these notes? And then there's an assignment attached to that. Send the emails about your group or tweet. Do you have a group? Yeah, send your emails there. And then, sorry? Oh, is that what you do? Oh, there's a portal for where is yours? Okay. Then I haven't been given credentials. Okay. So I even the notes.
So I will send you the object because the body doesn't work.
Okay. Okay. Can you also she sign that? Okay. So then link me with